So Kieron, you've just been unveiled today as the new head coach of Widnes Vikings. Firstly, welcome to the club. Do you want to give us a bit of an insight into how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's a fantastic challenge. It's a club that's it's had a fantastic history in the game, and I'm looking forward to being part of the future of the club as well.
You've obviously spoken at length to both James Rule and Phil Finney about the vision that they have for the club moving forward. I mean, are you excited by the challenges and the opportunities that they've outlined to you?
Yeah, there's lots of opportunities at this club. I think it's a fantastic challenge. It's a big challenge as well. We can't shy away from that. It's very difficult to drop down from Super League and come back up, and we have to manage that and handle that. But I'm really looking forward to getting involved, getting to know the players, and getting to know the fans as well, and all the sponsors who've backed the club. And it's a brilliant place to be, I think, at the moment.
And over your coaching career, you've assisted some brilliant coaches, but also you've been in the hot seat yourself at the England Knights and League in 2018. I mean, do you feel the appointment here is the culmination of all your hard work over the years?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've served an apprenticeship in coaching. I've worked under a lot of very good coaches. I've been over here, I've been over to Australia and had a look what they do, and I've got the experience. And last year was a fantastic experience for me over at Leeds Centurions, and I'm hoping I can bring what I've learned over those years to the Widnes Vikings.
You've spoken in your press release about your respect for our heritage and the history we have, and how you want to create a new chapter in that history. I mean, how important is it that you and the players that you're inheriting take inspiration from the brilliant people that you're following now? It's
very important. I think it's really important that you understand why you're playing for a club, and what it means to the spectators, and the fans who've probably been coming to Widnes since they were 5-year-old, and to reconnect with them and all get on the same page and work together and get the club back to the glory days. It's a massive part of my job, and I'm looking forward to the challenge, and looking forward to getting to meet some of the spectators as well and understand what it means to them.
Focusing a little bit on yourself as a head coach, what kind of brand of rugby can our members and supporters expect from your Viking side next year?
Well, we like to play rugby. I have a philosophy if a pass is on, let's make sure we pass it, but we've got to work hard as well. I think you'll hear me talk a lot over the next few weeks about working hard and being honest, and if we do that every week and every day, then you get your performances at the weekend. And I don't think anyone asks any more than that from a group that is, if they turn up, they work hard and they're honest and they put everything in 100% commitment, then we'll not be far off where we want to be.
You've said in the press release today that you're relishing the challenges and the expectations that we carry for next year, and you want the club to be feared in the Championship. Do you kind of want to expand on what you mean by that?
Yeah, I do. It's a big club, Widnes Vikings. It's a big name in rugby league, and we need to be feared, but we also need to handle that expectation of being feared, because we're going to go to some tough places this year, and it'll be like going to a grand final every single week. Those teams will be looking to get a scalp and knock us off, and we have to handle that. But I want to make sure at the same time we're playing attractive rugby, but we're also working towards our goal, which is getting back in Super League.
And with that in mind, we've already got a core group of young talent already committed and wanting to stay here for next year. Obviously, working with the England Knights, you've developed a lot of young players. Is that something that excites you? Yeah,
it is. It's massively important. I think in the depth of the squad as well, not just to have a first team, but have a thriving youth team underneath is very exciting. But also to have that pathway there for local juniors coming through, and there's a lot of good talent come through over the last 18 months or so, and it's my job now to help progress them and make them regular first team players. And it's like anything, if you get local players who've come through your system, the club always means a lot more to them, and they connect with the fans a lot better. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's a big part of the club, and I think it should be very exciting for everyone involved with the Widnes Vikings.
And to complement that young talent, you were also inheriting some senior experienced players, a couple you've worked with last year in Harrison and Liam Hood, along with the likes of Christina Epkale. Are those senior heads important in the Championship next year?
Yeah, they are. I talked before, there's some tough places to go this year. Barrow, Batley, Dewsbury away. Particularly early on in the year, they're very physical, they're very small grounds, and those experienced players, they're very important in terms of how I want to get my message across and helping develop those young players. And I think particularly in Harrison and Liam Hood, they'll draw from their experiences last year, and they'll be leading the team and working very hard and making sure that everyone stays focused and we get the results that we need.
And of the players that we've re-signed, a lot of them have said that they're frustrated but they're motivated by the challenge of getting this club back to where it belongs. Are you looking to embrace that kind of feeling and use it next year?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anyone should be here if they're not looking forward to a challenge, because it is going to be a challenge, and we can't shy away from that. There's going to be lots of hard work needed on and off the field, and we are going to have to maintain that for the full season as well. So anyone who's looking forward to that challenge will be embraced, and that's what we need as a club ethos. Everyone's got to embrace it and look forward to the challenge as well.
You're inheriting a good squad at the minute, but there is still potential to recruit and add to the squad that we've already got. Working alongside Phil Finney, are you looking in the market? What do you look for in a player?
Yeah, obviously all year long I think every club's looking in the market. I think first of all is to have a look what's within the club, and there's lots of talent within the club, and you know, even though a lot of those players are young, they've played a lot of first team games and got a lot of experience, so I think it's only right to give them an opportunity, but to blend it in with the experienced players which the club's been doing, you know, with Harrison Hansen, Liam Wood, those types of people coming in from outside, and the guys who have been here as well, who've stuck by the club. You know, it's trying to get that good mix. You know, said there's going to be some tough games coming there, and to get the blend of youth and experience right is vitally important for us.
I touched on Phil Finney there briefly. Obviously he's coming into a new role as performance director here. He's coming from the academy system that we've built here and how good it is at the moment. Are you looking forward to working alongside him next year? Yeah, I
am. You know, he's there to help me along the coaching pathway as well, and to pick his brains as well. You know, he's been at the club for a long time, he knows the ins and outs, he knows the players, he knows what's expected, so that's vitally important for me. You know, to have someone within the club who knows what everything means to everyone, but also have a connection with the young players as well. You know, he'll be a massive help to me, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Just looking on your time in charge of Lee last season, you obviously came agonisingly close to the top four after taking over in difficult circumstances. I mean, what can you take from that experience this year?
I think it's handling that favourites tag is a big one. You know, you can't just turn up at these teams and think you're going to expect to go and get a win. You have to work really hard. You have to be disciplined in what you're doing, and you have to be adaptable as well, because the championship is a different competition. It's ref slightly different. You know, the grounds are a lot smaller, the fields are not as good, so there's lots of different challenges there, and you know, my job is to make sure we're ready to go, and you know, we don't get overawed by any of those challenges, and we stay focused in what we're doing, and you know, and we come out with the results that's needed.
You've been here at the Halton Stadium as an opposition player and coach. From your experiences, what kind of impact will the home supporters have, and how important are they to us next year?
I think they're very vocal. You know, I think they're very passionate as well, and that's, you know, in games when games are tight, particularly when you're playing those big games and it's a seesaw game, that passion and then that noise from your home fans can just get you over the line, or stop teams getting over your try line. So it's massively important. You know, they're very enthusiastic, and you know, I'm looking forward to the support they're going to give us, but I'm also looking to, you know, the noise they're going to create for the opposition teams coming here as well. I think it'll be a real tough place to come to play rugby league.
And finally, pre-season now is just around the corner. The lads are going to be coming back in. What will your first kind of messages to them be ahead of that?
It's pretty simple for me. I'll not flood in with a great deal of information straight off. You know, the main ones are to make sure we turn up on time, make sure we're ready to train, and make sure we're ready to put some hard work in. And you know, if we do that every day, we turn in, we put good days together, then we put good weeks together. You know, then that leads to good months, and then you get a good season. And you know, that will be the message: is that everyone's got to turn up and work hard, and everyone will be treated the same. You know, there'll be no hierarchy of players. You know, seniors to junior players. If you turn up and do the right things, everyone will be given an opportunity to play as well.